everyone. I hope you're having a good day today. This is your daily reading for Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. If you didn't check out yesterday's, I did something a little bit different, but today we are back to normal reading. So I'm going to start with asking your overall energy. As always, I would like to say thank you for being here, and thank you, of course, to our higher selves and those beings that bring us together and allow these messages to pass from me to you. So thank you, of course. And let's see, what is your overall energy? I'm going to try to do this a little bit quickly because it's a little bit later in the evening than I expected to be recording. So let's just try to see if we can get this done quicker than usual. But with the way that I chat and shuffle, who knows what's going to happen. So what is your energy today? Overall, to guide this reading, to help us understand all the rest of the cards in this reading, what is your overall message, your overall energy for this day, Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019? What is your overall guiding message, please? You have restore and replenish. This is a wonderful message, especially after the full moon that we just experienced and after a holiday. This is a day for you to just kind of chill out, for you to take some time to really figure out what matters to you, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel positive, what makes you feel healthy and balanced and strong within yourself, and do those things, okay? Today is a day for you to stop and take care of yourself. Take a nap in the middle of the day if you're able to. Eat healthy food, drink lots and lots of water, wash your face a few times throughout the day. If your skin starts feeling tight or dry, or you just start feeling stressed, it's a really, really good thing to be able to put your face in water and just kind of feel that element and feel the calming sensations that it tends to bring for a lot of us. Water is a very, very good way to ground yourself and to take in some healing. And one of the things that I love to do is when I'm drinking water is to really think about how healing and how essential water is. And as I'm taking it in, I just feel gratitude for that healing energy. I feel gratitude for the fact that without water, life would not exist. Without water, I would not be able to do the things that I do. And it's just this basic thing that's everywhere. So you know what? Do things that help you restore yourself and help you replenish your spirit and your body, including things that are healthy for you, including things that feel good to you and make you feel like you're not always on a treadmill trying to just do things all the time. Take some time to rest today, okay? So let's see if we can get a little bit more information about that and your aspirational energy. So sorry about the interruption. My partner just came home and I didn't know he was coming home at this time, but I ended up having to pause the video. Here we are looking at your take a minute. Here we are looking at your aspirational card. Your other card was the restore and replenish, your overall energy. So let's see what your aspirational card is. This is your energy that you can sort of look forward to or hope for if you're able to overcome your challenges today on the physical and emotional side. And it also can help us know a little bit more about that restore and replenish card. So what is your aspirational energy for today, January 22nd, Tuesday, 2019? Please, what is your aspirational energy today? You have the Ace of Swords. So you might be a little bit in your head today, but because this is in your aspirational position, that's probably where you want to be. You want to be somewhere where you're being very thoughtful with your words, very thoughtful with your actions. But this does, I think, say a little bit more to me about like your words, your thoughts. Be very aware of how you're thinking today. Be very aware of like if any thoughts come up that are not serving you, then stop yourself and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to change my perspective on this situation. I'm going to step back and look at the situation in a different way and talk to myself about it in a different way. And, use different words about it. It's very, very, it sounds very simple, and it is. Use different words when you describe things, and that's going to affect the way you feel about those things. It's going to affect the way you respond to things and the way you start to relate to certain things, especially if it's something that you've been dealing with for a long time. Use more positive or more hopeful and optimistic words concerning those things. Okay, so really be considerate about the thoughts that you're having today. You're going to be in a place where your thoughts are more direct, they're clearer, they're more like I said, more positive, more optimistic. You're more focused on your goals and on your plans and on what you need and what you want in your life. Okay, that's your aspirational energy. Let's see what's challenging you on the physical side. This can be your job, can be your body, can be your health, can be your relationships, your home life, your finances. Just what's challenging you on the top, on the surface here. What's challenging you on the physical level, please, for this day, Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. What is your challenge on the physical level for whoever this reading is meant to help and or guide? Please. So the Six of Coins. The message of the Six of Coins is often about being careful where you're putting your energy. There's a possibility that you're putting too much energy into a certain project or a job or a relationship, and you're not really getting as much in return as you're putting out. There are, it's diminished returns, I guess, is the phrase that's coming to my head. It's like you're putting out energy, you're putting out time, you're putting out, effort into something, but what you're getting in return is like the bare minimum, the baseline, especially if this is relating to like a relationship and you're putting in all of your energy into that relationship and the person doesn't seem to be giving you much back or putting in nearly as much energy into keeping this relationship balanced. It could also be work where you're just working so hard for a job that's not paying you enough to live. And you're doing this because there's this far off hope in the future that it may pay you enough to live. Whatever the reasons are, you are putting too much energy into something today, and that's starting to wear on you. It's starting to bring you kind of to a point of exhaustion, bringing you to a point where you're questioning the value of your own work and your own self-worth, your own value, more than you're questioning the value of what you're putting your energy into. You're more feeling like your work isn't valuable because the environment that you're giving it to, the energy, isn't valuing you in return. Okay, that's kind of what you're feeling. You're just giving too much to some situation and you're not getting what you need back. You're not getting what you deserve back even. So let's see what we can do to overcome that challenge. What can you do to overcome this challenge of, like I said, diminishing returns, of putting in your energy, your time, and your effort, using your power to achieve something either for someone else or with someone else, but not receiving that same kind of energy level, not receiving what's worth what you're giving, okay? I do feel like some of you out there, especially at your jobs, are being undervalued right now, and it's gotten to the point where you're undervaluing yourself and your own efforts because of the feedback you've been getting. So what can you do to overcome this particular challenge for today, for Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019, on your physical level, please and thank you. So you have the King of Pentacles, right? Remember your worth. There's so much value like just at your feet, but you're too busy looking off at the future, looking at other possibilities, and you're not focused on the abundance that already exists there for you. You're not focused on the value that you already have, that you already possess. You're very much just kind of in your head thinking about all the other things that you could be doing or all the other possibilities that are available to you. Or like I said, if this does have to do with a job, what it potentially could bring to you in the future if you just keep working as hard as you're working, but you're not necessarily seeing, like I said, your own value. You're not seeing your current abundance. You're not really in the moment right now. You're not in the present. You're not grounded right now. You are very much just kind of ignoring your abundance. You're ignoring your value. You're ignoring what makes you worth it, what makes the work you're doing worth it, okay? And you also have the Knight of Swords, and this is a reminder or a message for you to try to be a little bit more direct with how you are portraying yourself and how you are trying to approach your goals and approach your dreams and approach your hopes. Okay, the Knight of Swords is someone who uses logic to guide his actions. He uses thought to guide his actions. So I think this is a message to tell you, you know, really try to align your thoughts with your actions and align your actions with your goals and your goals with your purpose. And whatever your purpose is, you may need to stop and think and try to figure out what that is. But whatever it is something to be valued. Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever you're putting your energy into, or you're spending time on or spending work on, it is to be valued. But you have to kind of remember your purpose here. Remember or remember how to align yourself towards your purpose. And like I said, your thoughts feed into your actions feed into your goals, and your goals will feed into your purpose. But you really have to be clear on what those goals are, be clear on what those hopes that you have for yourself are, and then train yourself to remember the goodness that you have in your life. Train yourself to focus on that good so that you are not getting lost in the woods, so to speak, so that you're not just trying everything, throwing spaghetti at a wall and hoping it'll stick. You're creating a plan for yourself. You're creating you know, a goal to or like I keep saying goal. I'm more thinking like just who you want to be, the person you want to be, the life you want to live, the experiences you want to have. All of that is something for you to really sit and consider, and then ask yourself if whatever you're putting all that energy into, if it's really going to get you there. And if it's not going to get you there, you know, within the next 6 months, the next year, or get you at least on that path, then you may not be in the right place. You may not be putting your energies in the right place. So again, be clear on what you want. Be clear on the choices that you're trying to make for your future. And remember your worth. Remember how special you are, how abundant you are, how blessed you are, because you are. Okay, let's see what your energy is or your challenge is for the mental, emotional, and spiritual level. This is a little bit underneath the surface. So what's going on inside of you? What is your emotional challenge or mental and spiritual challenge for today, for Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019? What is your mental, emotional, and or spiritual challenge for this day, for whoever this reading is meant to guide? Please and thank you. And if you're curious, I am saying please and thank you to my higher guide and to all of those beings out there that I believe in that are bringing these messages and allowing me to bring them to you, just in case you're curious when I say thank you. So what is your emotional, mental, and or spiritual challenge for this day, for whoever this reading is meant to help, please? You have the Hierophant, okay? So you're having some trust issues probably. There are people probably coming from outside of you, teachers, co-workers, partners, parents, friends, whoever it is. Somebody's trying to give you some advice and you're having some issues trusting it. You're having some issues just taking that advice and listening to what they're saying. And of course, you know, that's the Hierophant speaks to the wisdom in that, in questioning authority and questioning what someone says just because they put on a fancy hat, just because they say, I know what I'm talking about, you know. It also brings with it, I think, the memory of, or the message of, oh, what was I going to say? I totally lost it when I said memory. It brings you the message of just being a little bit more, I don't want to say the word skeptical, because this is in your challenge position. You're already too skeptical. You're already questioning things a little bit more than you need to be, because it's making it so that you can't trust anything that anybody's saying, or you're just headbutting with authority figures. You're just against advice, you're against authority, you're against someone else who may know more than you, telling you what they know, even if it's going to be something that's beneficial and helpful to you, you're very resistant to that advice. You're very resistant to that helpful word. And with the Hierophant and his message of telling you, to not necessarily accept everything, he also says, be aware, be clever about, or be thoughtful about whose advice you take. But that doesn't mean to be completely resistant to everyone's advice. It's just telling you to know, be aware, listen to, or know who you're listening to. Ask questions, ask about this person, ask about this experience. Anybody who brings themselves to you as an expert or as a teacher or as a leader, take the time to really think about what they're offering you before you immediately dismiss it, because I do think in your challenged position, you're kind of just dismissive of all people of authority, all symbols of authority, anyone who seems to know something more than you. You're reacting with kind of resentment. You're reacting with anger. You're saying, just because you know more than me doesn't mean I have to listen to you. Just because you've spent 10 years in this job that I just started 2 weeks ago, it doesn't mean you can tell me how to do this job properly. Like, that's kind of your energy right now. And in a lot of ways, this can be helpful, but I think because this is in your challenged position, it's actually really damaging something for you. Whatever your experience is with authority today, just really stop and question whether or not your resistance to it is because of them or because of something within you, like whether you're resistant to it because you're not trusting yourself to follow that advice, you're not trusting your own abilities, whether it's because in your past symbols of authority have let you down, whatever it is. Really just try to get to the point of why you're feeling that way so that you can deal with it and so that you don't throw away opportunities that are presented to you. Okay, let's see what we can do to overcome this challenge. How can you overcome this resistance to advice or authority, this kind of fighting spirit that you're dealing with when it comes to anyone who may know a little bit more than you, this intense skepticism that for today is not serving you? How can you overcome that particular challenge? You, whoever this reading is meant for, please. Thank you. Wow, so you have the Ace of Pentacles. So we have another Pentacles here, and if this other card is a sword, it's not. We have Judgment, okay. So with these two cards, the Ace of Pentacles, I do think it is telling you to try to get a little bit more grounded, but know that you're not entirely wrong in your questioning, but you need to be a little bit more optimistic. You need to be a little bit more hopeful and more trusting. Okay, you're being called to do something, whatever that is. Whoever this authority that is calling you and asking you to do something or trying to show you the way to do something or trying to guide you, their guidance is to bring you to a higher place of alignment, to bring you to a place where you're more true to who you are and you're more comfortable being who you are. But you do have to open yourself up to that. There's still this kind of little bit of skepticism that is under the surface, but you need to realize that healthy skepticism is not the same as just dismissing something because of a reflex. Just because you instinctively want to dismiss authority, that's a different level of skepticism than just asking questions, just wondering what someone may mean or what someone's trying to explain to you before you entirely dismiss them. Okay, because that's not a healthy way to do things. This is telling you to be a little bit more optimistic, try to be more grounded in your own truth so that you know what to trust and what not to trust. You know what messages work for you and what don't, and you are gentle in your acceptance or dismissal of this information, of this advice or the authority figure that you're dealing with, you're a lot more thoughtful about it once you get grounded, and once you know what works for you best and what doesn't. You don't have to be aggressively avoidant or aggressively dismissive of this person or this message or this teaching, whatever it is, because whatever information they're trying to bring to you, it is going to help you find your purpose. Like I said a minute ago, it's going to help you find that sense of balance, that goal oriented, looking to the future for the better purpose. And it's going to help you start to shift your mindset, so that you are not continually putting energy into things that aren't working for you. You're not just feeding your life to someone else and not taking care of yourself. Okay, so get grounded in yourself and really develop that healthy skepticism where you're not immediately dismissing anyone, where you're asking questions and you're trying to listen to what people are saying, and then deciding, whether or not that's going to serve you, without entirely pushing back against any symbols of authority. Okay. And let's see, lastly, what your energy is as you end this Tuesday. What is your energy for the close of this Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019? What is your energy to end this day, please? And as always, thank you so much for being here. If you do like these videos, please click the like button and this subscribe button. I know I will let you know that it does tell YouTube that these videos are helpful, but more importantly, it lets me know that I'm helping someone. It makes me feel a little bit better about what I'm doing, so that I'm not like just talking into a empty room, So let me know how these readings are going for you. Let me know if you'd like to see any different kinds of readings. I can start working on those for you. And if you'd like to come say hi, come check us out on Facebook or the website. I have also added a Patreon link in the description if you'd like to help support this channel and support all of the work that I am putting out with the blog, with the online course that is starting soon, and with all of my other writing, and of course this channel. As I said, please go check out that link below. So what are you going to do to close this evening? How are you going to close this Tuesday? Please and thank you. So you have the Four of Wands, right? So that's a symbol of balance. That's a message telling you, really get comfortable at home, maybe relax with your partner, relax with your family, do something that makes you feel good about who you are and about your life, so that you can return to this place where you're more focused on your on what matters to you, on the life you want to live and the person you want to be. You're going to have to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more positive, chill out today, get stable. And then we have another pentacle. We have the Queen of Pentacles. I think today is a really, really important day for you to get grounded. It's a day for you to really stop and take care of yourself and realize that you are more powerful than you think you are. You're stronger than you think you are. And you're more capable of dealing with whatever situation you're dealing with than you think you are. You just need to stop and relax, stop and nurture yourself. Say, okay, I don't suck. I don't suck. As much as you can feel, as easy as it is to feel sometimes like we're just trash people. I mean, I know I have those days. It's very, very important to remind yourself of your worth, to remind yourself of your value, so you're not putting as much energy into things that don't serve you, things that aren't giving you the returns that you deserve, or that are worth the effort you're putting in. Really get grounded and figure out, who do you want to be? What is your strength? What are your strengths? What are your internal powers? What is your spiritual goal, your spiritual journey? What do you want that to look like? How do you want to guide yourself? And find peace at home today. Really think about the kind of existence you would like to give birth to. Give some time to yourself to 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 spiritually um, to spiritually grow, to spiritually connect, to realize that your life is fertile, that your life is abundant, that you have so much going for you already. Don't be braggy, don't be like cocky about it. But you can be humble and be grateful and be joyful and be expectant. You can expect better things. You can hope for better things. That is good. That is okay. And you can share and talk about these good things in your life. Okay, so reconnect with your more balanced, fertile, creative energy, so that you're able to come through this experience, this day, with more clear thought, so that you're more aware of who you are and what you're trying to do, and you're more capable of healing what parts of yourself needs to be healed, and you're more capable of understanding that, or sussing out what advice is good for you and what isn't, and you're more capable of stepping back and putting worth on the energy that you expend to live the life that you live right now. Okay, so get grounded today. I think it's a really important day for you to get grounded, both physically and spiritually, to really just kind of think about what it means to be solid in your mind, in your experience, in your life, whatever that means for you. Okay, take some time to replenish your spirit, to heal yourself, and in order to do that, you're going to need to get your thoughts straight. Okay, so that is your message for today, for Tuesday, January 22nd, 2019. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Please remember always that I love you. Bye.